Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today we'll talk about the Ice Beast. Last video we talked about the Fire Beast that way. The Ice Beast, we know about the Ice Beast. Info, you can read all the skills and you can check the monster info for which units are used mostly by other people and for example, how people use these stuff, like how they win. It's actually a guilty of mine. But let's start about what do we need to know about this guy. One thing, freezing roar. Freezing roar puts all enemies under freezing effect, and basically the way to get out is getting attack speed, because then you get more health bar back to use. So it doesn't really do damage, it just puts you under effect. So a portion of your health is frozen. Getting that back is by getting attack gauge back. So obviously Bernard is the most used unit because Bernard is amazing in this dungeon. It gets attack, armor break and the speed buff you want, and actually hits quite decently. Second, Chassoon is amazing here because Fallen Blossoms give back attack gauge as soon as the unit she's healing has a high attack gauge bar, or the other way around, which is nice. For the rest, it could be anything. I'm gonna show you guys my team, talk about it, how I did it, and let's go. So this is my team, and I'll show you the runes after the run. So let's go. So about this team, as you saw, Chassoon and Bernard on the front line, because they're both relatively tanky enough. They don't really need that much, and they just heal up. And in the back line, just 4 hard-hitting monsters. I got Dark once again because Dark is amazing. Theomars was a good solution here. Lachmaron is amazing, and Shaolin again because he's great. As you will see, this dungeon doesn't really need much more than Chassoon and Bernard. If you get Chassoon and Bernard and then just 4 really good hard-hitting monsters, you're good. Obviously you want an armor break, but you get that from Bernard. But helping with that could be Theomars. Theomars does help there. Shaolin does have an armor break as well, so that can help you out. And obviously you want the attack buff, but again you have Chassoon, so it kind of makes it super easy. The monsters in the back can be replaced, but I would suggest Tark, because Tark just helps out so much. Not only does he do a lot of damage, his group hunt also reduces the cooldowns of the units he takes with him, which helps, because if you take with Bernard, you get another speed buff very soon. If you take away Galleon, you get a faster squall again, you know? It's really useful. Right now you can see that only on the halfway through I got armor break, so that could be better. I could do more damage, but it's okay. We'll get there. So now it's just killing him basically, and then we're already in double S. So we need to get back our attack gauge and get the speed buff. Everyone is full health, they just need to get turns to get more health. Frontline takes a bit of damage. It doesn't really hurt more because we're frozen. It does, but it doesn't make it that significant that you cannot take the hit if you're frozen. Only sad thing is that you do stay in the frozen stuff when you're getting attacked, but it's not that difficult. So everything is full health but needs to get turns. Here again, perfect tailwind, just in time. Taking some hard hits now. I actually do run a counter on Bernard, which yeah, it's not necessary, just helps out. We're almost there. We need a little bit more, and we have to kill him before he goes his last skill. We did that pretty easy. This dungeon is not so hard as long as you have Chassoon and Bernard. I can get triple S here, it depends on the armor break. If I get double S, it's like almost a given. So let's talk about this team I used. So once again, Jisoon and Bernard, right? The MVPs of this team. Jisoon, you want her on high HP, and I have quite high defense. I use her in raid. I went with the speed rune, but because of the substat. Also this, like, even though it's a 5-star rune, the substat is crazy. She's not insane, but for raids, she's good enough for raids. I build her for raids, R5, and she works fine in here. Then you have Bernard, the one that you want. And as you might notice, I actually build him on crit rate and crit damage to give me that little bit more extra damage in there. He's still tanky enough, because he still has almost 1000 defense at 20k. He's on Swift. I didn't even max out his rune yet. It's a crappy rune to begin with, but like, he is definitely on mediocre runes. Like, this is actually a decent rune. The accuracy is useful for this guy. And this is also an okay rune, but again, no speed. My Bernard is not built for users. Like, but if you have a fast Bernard that is actually good, that you use in arena, definitely use that. But it helps that he does a bit more damage. Then we have Shaolin again. She's built for R5 on Vampire Energy, really good runes, and I wish I had her max skilled. I don't know, this one is nice, 32. But I'm not yet. I did fuse quite a few wind ones, like 3 last time, but I need to get more of them. Need to get quite a few more. Because if this skill is max skill, she will do a lot more damage. Then Lachmaron, he's pretty decent. Lee Rune, Rage, broken. I got him on attack crit damage attack. So his speed is a bit lower, but it works really well, like he does tons of damage. Then we have TORs. I actually noticed before I made the video that I just stole my slot 4, so I just had to take it back. So he's a bit slow. However, he's the Destroy Rage. I just happened to have a Destroy set that worked out for him. Nothing in particular why I did that, but it's I had this rune. I mean, it's not having crit, so I needed to put a rune that had a lot of crit, but then I lacked a bit of speed. I wish I could make him faster, but overall he's just fine. He hits quite hard. And Mentark, once again, the double plate fight, and the fight set is actually nice. I need to upgrade it because I just re-ruined him today. So I can get higher scores if I max out some of these skills and runes. So that was the Water Beast. One thing to take away from this: Jisoon and Bernard makes this team, makes every water team. If you don't have Jisoon, you're kinda at a loss here, because you need to go with, well, Belladon is a good substitute. I mean, Jisoon is better, Belladon is really good, but the reason why Belladon is good is obviously because the attack age boost. But the reason why Jisoon is better is because she also gives an attack buff. And if you go with Belladon, you need an extra unit that actually does attack buff, and that makes it a bit harder. On the low, the damage dealers, you can go with whatever. These are some of the better units I find that you could use, but there are plenty other good units, like Theomars is not a necessity. However, using her as a crit lead is kind of nice, because then I get this guy to almost 100. This guy is definitely at 100, and Shaolin is at 100, and himself is at 100. So everything is 100% crit rate, including Bernard. So that helps. But once again, that is up to you. You could do whatever on the damage dealers. But obviously wind units, you could even use Illusion. If if you have really good munitions, Katarina has been used before, stuff like that. So that was the water rate. On the next videos we're going to discuss the wind beast. I particularly have most trouble with him, and I will talk about that in the next video. Since I got Perna, it helped out hugely, but we'll talk about that in the next video. See ya!